Have you ever walked into your home and felt like everything was piling up, making the space feel heavy and uncomfortable? In fact, clutter not only takes up space, but also directly affects your mood and daily energy. The good news is that you don't have to start with a huge cleaning project. Just a few small changes focusing on items that are often forgotten, but take up a lot of space, you can make a noticeable difference. In this video, we will go through a list of items that can be easily removed immediately, saving time and making the house much more airy, neat, and pleasant. Let's start the journey to renewing your living space. Now, let's get to the first thing, expired food in kitchen cabinets and refrigerator. Do you know how many expired items are hiding in your kitchen cabinets or refrigerator that you have not noticed? Those seemingly harmless things actually take up space, make the space heavy, and sometimes even pose a health hazard. The solution here is very simple. Open the kitchen cabinets and check the expiration date on each can box and package of dry goods. Boldly throw away anything that is expired because you will definitely not use it anymore. With the refrigerator, do not miss out on sauce bottles that have been opened for a year, leftover food boxes that have changed their smell, or spice jars forgotten in a hidden corner. A typical example, a bottle of chili sauce that has been sitting in the refrigerator for 12 months without being touched. It is best to let it go. Removing old food not only helps you free up space, but also gives you peace of mind, because now the kitchen only has really fresh and safe dishes left. Moreover, the feeling of opening a clean, tidy refrigerator always brings positive energy, making cooking easier. And when the food has been neatly processed, try looking around. Another culprit is also gradually accumulating in the kitchen that we rarely notice. That is plastic bags, presented like this. Number 2 is plastic bags and reusable bags. Have you ever opened your kitchen cupboard and found a pile of plastic bags or plastic bags inside? They usually come from supermarket shops or online packages. We often keep them because we think they will be useful to us. And over time, the number increases rapidly without us realizing it. In fact, keeping too many bags only makes the space more cramped and rarely gets used. The fastest solution is to boldly collect all the plastic bags in the house and sort them torn. Poor quality bags, throw them away or take them to a supermarket with a recycling area. Large, sturdy bags, keep a few to use when needed. With cloth bags or reusable bags, you don't need dozens of them either, just enough for your weekly shopping. A little tip, put them all in the same place, for example in a basket near the door so you can grab them when you need them. Clearing out bags not only helps you save space, but also creates a sense of neatness and organization. More importantly, reusing and reducing plastic is also a greener, more environmentally friendly way to live. Once the plastic bags are neatly disposed of, continue to look at the textiles in your home, where towels, kitchen towels, and washcloths often pile up more than necessary. Number 3 is towel. Bath towels, kitchen towels, or cleaning towels seem small, but when they accumulate too much, especially those that have deteriorated, they are the culprits that make the fabric closet become heavy and messy. To completely solve this situation, try checking all the towels in the house and keep the amount that is really necessary. Normally, only about 2 bath towels for each person and a few hand towels for guests are enough. Those that are too old, stiff, or have lost their absorbency should be discarded. With kitchen towels or cleaning towels, keep the good ones, the rest can be boldly thrown away or recycled into cleaning rags. When the closet space becomes more airy, you will find that arranging them neatly becomes easier, and at the same time, getting towels for daily use is much more convenient and faster. The feeling of no longer having to fumble in a messy pile of towels is really a relief. After dealing with the towels, it's time to turn your attention to another area that often takes up space and causes trouble: the bathroom, with all sorts of unfinished bottles of cosmetics and personal care products. Number 4 is bathroom products. Bathroom shelves are often quickly filled with countless bottles, from shampoo, shower gel to skincare products. But among them, many are half-used, expired, or no longer suitable, just lying around taking up space. To make your bathroom space more airy, start by searching all the shelves, drawers, and cabinets in the bathroom. products that have been used and forgotten, cosmetic bottles that have been opened for a long time, or personal care products that you are no longer interested in using. All should be boldly removed. For example, a tube of moisturizer that has been opened for more than a year, or a bottle of facial cleanser that you have stopped using for a long time because it does not suit you. Keeping too many products will only make the bathroom messy and even pose a risk of accidentally using expired products. On the other hand, when you declutter, you'll have a more organized space and only really useful items left, making your personal care routine more enjoyable and quicker. After you've cleaned up your bathroom, remember another group of items that need to be thoroughly checked: your medications and household products. Number 5 is medicine. Few people know that the place where the most toxic waste accumulates is the medicine storage area. In every family, there is usually a compartment, a box, or a small basket to store medicines and pharmaceuticals needed to support health in an emergency. But the truth is that this is not just a place to support you, but also a place to store many types of expired or unnecessary things with the highest potential for harm. To bring absolute safety to your family, take the time to check all the medicines in the house. Expired medicines. Medicines that have been opened for too long, or prescription medicines for diseases that have been cured for many months, all should be thrown away immediately. For example, a bottle of cough syrup from last winter or a box of antibiotics left over from a previous illness should definitely not be kept. Cleaning up old medicines not only frees up storage space, but more importantly ensures health safety. Because using expired medications can have serious consequences. Knowing that your medicine cabinet contains only those medications that are now expired and truly needed will give you a much greater sense of security. After you've used up all your medications and pharmaceuticals, take a look around your home. Old bottles of chemicals and cleaning products are also waiting to be released. Number 6 is cosmetics. Have you been lured by ads or online reviews into believing that moisturizer is all you need to completely transform your skin, or that concealer is enough to get you out of the house without any other steps? Only to find that after a few disappointing trials, it just sits there and expires. The best solution here is check the expiration date of each makeup product. Many products have a very short shelf life. Mascara is usually only safe for 3 to 6 months after opening lipstick, or foundation is usually 12 months. Products that have dried out, changed scent, or haven't been used for a long time. Be bold and throw them away. Or products that you just bought but don't like your skin, throw them away, or donate them to someone who needs them more. Cleaning your cosmetics not only helps keep your makeup table tidy, but also ensures the health of your skin. No more worrying about accidentally using a damaged product. You will be more confident knowing that each item in your hand is new and safe. After neatly organizing your makeup, turn your attention to a small corner that many people have trouble with every morning. That is the drawer that holds socks, bras, and underwear. Number 7 is socks and underwear. Underwear and sock drawers are usually small, but they can easily become cluttered with too many old, torn, or missing items. Socks, in particular, which often evaporate one pair, leaving behind a bunch of single ones that are no longer of any use. Open the drawer and check carefully. Socks that are missing one pair, bras that have stretched out, or panties that are too old and uncomfortable all should be discarded. If you want to make use of them, single socks can be used as dust rags, but don't let them continue to take up space in your wardrobe. Keeping only good, well-fitting, and comfortable items will make choosing clothes every morning easier. When your drawer is tidy, you will feel a distinct sense of comfort. No more wasting time searching for a pair of intact socks, no more feeling uncomfortable when wearing poor quality items. Everything is clear and convenient. Once you've tackled your underwear drawer, the next step is to check your shoes. A big contender that often takes up a lot of space, but not all of which are still in use. Number 8 is shoes. In many families, shoes often take up a large corner of the closet, But in reality, not all pairs are still worn. Many pairs are too old, no longer comfortable, or simply lying around for months without anyone remembering them. Try taking out all the shoes and examining each pair. Ask yourself, does this pair still fit? Is it comfortable? When was the last time I wore it? If the answer is no or I don't remember, it's time to say goodbye. Pairs that are still good but not used can be resold or given to someone in need. As for pairs that are worn out or out of shape, you should get rid of them to free up space. A neat shoe cabinet with only the pairs you really love and often use will make choosing shoes every day quicker and easier. At the same time, it also brings a feeling of comfort when opening the closet instead of seeing a messy sea of shoes. Once your footwear is streamlined, move on to coats and winter jackets, items that are often bulky and easily forgotten when they no longer fit. Number 9 is bedding. Bedding is a bulky item that easily takes up space in the wardrobe. Many people often keep too many sets of bedding to change the look of the house, but in fact, they only change 1 or 2 sets for each bed. The rest are mostly old, yellowed, or no longer soft. For your family to have a better and warmer sleep on a perfect set of bedding, check the number of bedding sets you have. Usually, just 1 set in use and 1 replacement set is enough to rotate the washing. Old, worn, faded, or rarely used sets can be boldly removed. If you have a wardrobe or cupboard full of bedding, try rearranging them. You will be surprised at the amount of free space created. A neat bedding cabinet not only makes the bedroom more airy, but also makes changing sheets and pillowcases quick and convenient. More importantly, you'll find that you don't need as much to keep your home tidy as you think. After you've tackled your bedding, take a look in your living room, where old newspapers and magazines often accumulate over time. Number 10 is old newspapers, magazines, and papers. Your bookshelf is always full, but you still feel like there is nothing to read. They are full of stacks of newspapers, magazines, old papers that you have finished reading, or even bills, receipts, small papers, and then the stacks of books. Newspapers bills silently take up space on the table shelves and make the space more messy. The solution is quite simple. Take a look at the stacks of newspapers and magazines that have not been read for a long time. If they are outdated, no longer useful, or just lying there collecting dust, boldly let them out of the house. With bills, receipts, or small papers, you can choose to scan store electronic copies and then destroy the originals. Only keep really important documents such as legal papers or necessary records. Releasing old papers and magazines will help the living room table look more airy, easier to clean, and especially bring a feeling of relief when no longer surrounded by heavy stacks of paper. Once you've cleared out your papers and magazines, move on to your decor, where many outdated or uninspired items are quietly taking up space in your home. The number 11 is unsuitable decorations. Many times, it is the small decorative items that are the culprits that make the house look messy. They lie quietly on the shelf on the table or hanging on the wall. At first, they seem quite beautiful and interesting, but over time, everything increases. And the decorative items that seem beautiful and interesting, but gradually make your house more cluttered. Take a walk around the house and carefully observe the decorative items. Old photo frames, outdated vases, small statues or accessories that you no longer like. If the item no longer fits the current space or does not bring a feeling of joy when looking at it, consider removing it. For items that are still good, you can donate or sell them instead of letting them continue to take up space. When you remove unnecessary decorative items, you will see that the house becomes lighter and brighter. Keeping only those items that are truly meaningful or bring joy will help the living space reflect the style you want. After you've pared down your decor, consider another group of items that accumulate quickly but are rarely noticed: souvenirs and freebies. The number 12 is souvenirs. Souvenirs from long trips, freebies from events, or freebies may seem small, but over time they can easily accumulate into an unwanted collection. They are scattered in drawers and cabinets, making it difficult for you to find what you really need. To solve this problem, open up your drawers and cabinets to review these items. If they are truly memorable, you can keep them in a storage box or souvenir box. But for items that you are no longer attached to, do not use, or just make the space more cluttered, feel free to remove them. For example, keychains, logo pens, or small toys that you have never used. Releasing these nameless items will help your drawers become more tidy, easier to find. And more importantly, you will only keep what is truly meaningful. Once you've dealt with souvenirs and freebies, turn your attention next to small papers like receipts and invoices, which accumulate quickly but are rarely needed. The number 13 is toys. Do your toy baskets or small storage compartments quickly fill up with miscellaneous items from broken toys to useless junk? They accumulate and unintentionally turn the space into a miniature mess. To solve this problem, take the time to go through all your toy baskets or small storage compartments. Broken toys, missing parts, birthday party snacks, or miscellaneous items of unknown origin, feel free to throw them away. If there are items that are still intact but no longer used, you can donate them to where they are needed instead of letting them continue to take up space. Tidying up toys and miscellaneous items not only makes the space more airy, but also makes it much easier to arrange and find things. At the same time, you also eliminate the feeling of suffocation every time you look at full baskets, but have nothing useful. Once you've taken care of the odds and ends, move on to another often forgotten area, your craft and stationery cabinet, where pens, paints, glue, and scraps of paper can easily pile up over time. Here are 13 simple but extremely effective cleaning tips to help you keep your home neat, airy, and more pleasant every day. If you want to save time cleaning and reduce stress because of clutter, start with the smallest things today. You will see a clear change. In the next videos, I will continue to share many other tips which will definitely help your home become 5 times cleaner. If you want to clean your house more easily and effectively, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any tips.